Hey everybody, Shay here for a new Manga Delve. I'm going to be taking a look at Blom. Now, this pronunciation, let's just talk about that up front. I literally looked up a YouTube video of a Japanese person pronouncing how to pronounce this manga title in English, and it's Blom. So I'm going to go with Blom going forward, although the Japanese pronunciation of this word is something like Bromu. Something like that. Okay, so I put effort into these. I don't have Wikipedia proper up right now because I don't want to spoil myself, and I know zero. So you're going to be here for a blind reaction, maybe some review-ish stuff in there, but I'm also going to be approaching this from what I love doing when I read things. I like to do deconstructive analysis on it, especially from a narrative patterns perspective. And so how do you do that to a series that has very few words? Well, I don't know. That's why I'm really excited to do Blom, because it's going to be a very, I think, challenging prospect, to be honest. Anyways, I have this, and so typing the word blame into Google search just to find out a little bit more about it so I can give you some sort of introduction. Now, blame. I said blame because I didn't put an exclamation mark. I didn't say blame manga. I didn't say Blom manga. No, blame. I put in the word blame. But somehow Google knew that I was looking for Blom, the manga. On the right side, I have in the shelf right here. I'll just show you that thing right there is what I'm looking at. It talks a little bit about, this is a snippet from Wikipedia. This is just so I can give you some sort of, people who are watching this probably already read this or they love this, you know, but for those who don't know, I mean, I'm going to have spoilers here. I don't know how, I can't stress this enough. I'm doing a blind, completely raw reaction deconstruction chapter by chapter here. I'm very likely going to spoil things I don't even know are spoilers until I've stumbled on them. You know what I mean? So just beware if you haven't read this already. Just do not watch this until you, of course, experience this yourself. I hear it's a crazy experience to have. Okay, now back to the snippet. I'm reading the snippet from Wikipedia. It says, Blom is a 10-volume Japanese science fiction manga by Tsutomu Nihei, published by Kodansha from 1998 to 2003. It was first published in the magazine Afternoon in March in 1997 till September 2003. The English publisher is Tokyo Pop, but it's currently with Vertical Comics, which right there, they likely got the license. I'm speculating here. I don't want to delve too much. I don't want to spoil myself on the Wikipedia page proper, but they likely got it, and then they created the master edition here. Possibly. And the UK still has Tokyo Pop, has the rights. Let's see what else we have here. There's adaptations. So there's something on where it's probably streaming. They made a movie of this. I mean, I'd watch it. And then we have the genres are action fiction, cyberpunk, apocalyptic, and post-apocalyptic fiction. I'm into that. So I'm going to be going chapter by chapter. If there's interest in this first one, of course, I will be doing more and more, and I'll get them out depending on the interest. I might still do them anyways. They just might come out a little slower if the interest is lower, that kind of thing. Anyway, so let's flip on over. Now, I don't know how I'm going to read this on this desk in a way that you can see this page right here, and it's not just vertical on this camera here, but I don't know, you're going to experience it with me, I guess. Because I already love the art. I can talk about the lines and the artwork a little bit as I go. And yeah, he's got this very distinct style that I saw in the Knights of Sidonia. I watched some episodes for that series on Netflix, and it just captivated me in a strange way I couldn't really explain. So, and then I found out it's Somu Nihei created that series, and then I keep hearing people talking about Blom, and so these came on sale on the Right Stuff deal during the December bundle sales and stuff like that. So I jumped in and just grabbed all of them. I love the very clean design. Even this, I mean, I don't need to understand what this means. I just love the texture and the design of it right away. They use it in the background of the black there, which is also very cool. And then we have, Master Edition. Let's flip it around. I'm so afraid to ruin this spine, the way I have to hold it on an angle like this, but hey, the chances I take. So here we go. We have logs, which I assume are the chapters. So 34 pages here for this chapter 1 called Net Terminal Gene. That's our log 1. So here it goes. Here's how am I going to do this? I don't know. It's exciting and intimidating because do you want me to explain the panels as I go? I don't need to explain them. You're looking at them on screen until, of course, I get struck or something, and these get evaporated by Shueisha. But in any case, I don't think so. I hope not. I hope me having a physical book that I paid for. They're not digital scans or anything like that. But yeah, this is going to be very difficult for me to do without me damaging this crease right here. Is definitely going to get creased. Now, the first panel I'm looking at right now, I'm going to have to explain things as I go. This is going to be what's going to be exciting is my imagination has to effectively create the narrative beats that I'm looking for, which is way easier to do when there's text to read and I have explicit stuff dropped that I've anticipated being the blocks that I'm analyzing. So for example, these first 4 pages or so are going to be where the theme is going to lie, the opening, the not exposition, but it's enough for you to understand at least the spirit of what you're about to read. Now, because I know there's 34 pages, I've sort of worked the numbers out in my head already, just because I'm going to pay attention to these first 4 pages to tell me about this. So not just that Wikipedia thing that I read, but what is this story now? This first chapter, as a chapter, just as a chapter, as a story of only the chapter. What is the story and the spirit that it's trying to convey to me? Now I see a big, yes, this is depth perspective, because I noticed that I didn't notice this at first, because it turns into this like flat pattern here, but there's deep perspective going through here. This is just the first panel, but now we have this thing here that looks like a bridge. So that is the bridge. These 2 figures here are these 2 figures here. So I mean, that was a little bit tricky, to be honest, but that's because I wasn't moving past the first panel fast enough. So there you go. So we have 2 figures walking in a very, very distant, expansive, oh my god, as I said, expansive, double page spread of expansiveness. I mean, I don't know what this is. It looks like a massive machine, or in a hall of something. I don't know. Don't spoil me, by the way. Don't spoil me. This is supposed to be a blind reaction. Oh, but text. So just be careful. But of course, I've given you my warning. I'm going to be going page by page here, and I will spoil something for you if you're not caught up, you know? So we're doing chapter 1 this episode, just so you know. Okay, so we have, they're walking along here. I do like that they do this in manga. Sometimes they'll just tell you what they're doing. Halt, because he's halt. You know, there's no sound for that, but just, you know, just a little word. Okay, I like it. Okay, so, and it looks like a head spin right there. So I mean, there's one way for me to know if that was an actual spin around, is that person was on the right and now they're on the left. So yeah, they've turned around, someone's following them. Okay, so right here. So someone's following them, maybe a human. Hide in there. So go into the hole. So he's a protector of some sort. That's on page 2. These are important signals here. This all has to be important. I'm going to say these first 4 pages have to be vital. Hey there. Been a long while since I've seen another person. Where do you come from? I mean, it looks like there's nothing around. Pretty friggin' dystopian. Unless, you know, they traveled here from far, far away. And now they landed here. And so he says nothing. They say nothing. Oh, from far off, it looked like you had someone else with you. Dun dun dun. Must have just been looking down. Things are gonna go south. Page 4, and that's it. So hey, what is it? Click. Dang dong. Oh, and now there's some transformation. So snap. So not a human, not another human, or it is, and maybe they're evolved or something. I don't know. Don't swallow. And then pew 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 and exploding. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa. So wait, pew pew right here. I mean, he's maybe 6 to 7 feet away. Crazy action lines here. Crazy. I mean, gone. What kind of bullet was this? Good lord, man. Okay, well, that's taken care of. Out you come. So we have Kiri. He wanted my cells too, didn't he? Boom. So that's the important part. That's the important piece. A few words mentioned here. An immediate action piece within a page flip. Also something worthy of saying, because I don't see this all the time in manga, because manga I read in the digital format, and so you're swiping or you're flipping, you know, and so every page is sort of a page flip when you're reading these things on a mobile device or something like that. But when they're printed on you know, experiences like this, you want this page flip to mean something, you know, and I don't find that happens in manga a lot because of that digital origin that then gets put into a volume. But I love that it happened here, because that anticipation happened, page flip, and then boom, gives you something for that drama build up. And we have something going on. Tears. I don't know if that's a dead thing or what's going on there, but it looks like a human eye just popping out there. Anyway, so something about cells. So these, whatever these things are, collecting cells from possibly the last remaining humans or something, and this little one it's important to that little one. And so now we're still in Act 1. So now we're gonna, I mean, I'm leading up, this is supposed to be leading up into what the quest is for the protagonist. I mean, I know that he's the protagonist, or both of these characters here are the protagonists, but like, what is it? Well, it's probably to protect something about the cells here, because they're giving us that information in very few words, which is it's pretty impressive. And so 2 panels, just again, it conveys the expansiveness of this. Just, you don't need to put the second panel in here, but putting this gutter in here, it accentuates that spread there. Very, very cool design. And I like how this one bleeds off the page, this panel here. It's very, manga does this really well. Like, they don't bleed off all the pages. They choose specific panels that'll do it. Anyway, so we have these 2 new characters. They look like hybrids or thingamajigs. This guy was, or thing was. So they're coming to check up on their dude. We have Snap. What snapped your neck? What you're saying Snap. Why are you saying Snap? Okay, you're pulling something. I see, pulling something out of you. Oh, it's like a plug and play. Okay, didn't take thing. Oh, thing. Okay, thing is still alive. So you found them? Yes. Genotypes from before the infection. Aha. It's the funny because where did I not say the little one a few? Well, that was crazy. Did I subconsciously see this like in my corner of my eye? I don't know. Anyways, so there you go. And they're and that's like a feed. very cool effect there with the lines. Well, I'm going a little bit too deep into the panels, but I mean, this is what I'm getting, and my background is literally in art and design. So kind of gonna catch all that. That's very cool. Okay, still leading up through Act 1 here. I'm gonna give it another 2 or 3 pages, and we're gonna get some signal about what mission these are on. I already know it. It's to protect the little one because the cell thing. But I mean, what's the actual thing? Like, I'm gonna want like maybe we're gonna get some more information. What are these other beings here, and what do they mean? And the man, I wasn't able to scan him. Come on, that's got to be enough. Save my backup already, will ya? Interesting. So they transfer consciousness. Hey, don't. Oh, no, they could. These ones didn't. Intrigue. And then off into the infinite abyss you go. Holy crap, these things extend forever. Now, I have heard say that Nihei was studied as an architect, and that's why all of these are so expansive, and his designs all have this very structural. Yeah, they feel solid, and he obviously knows his perspectives. So we have, again, he's checking behind his shoulder here to see if they're being followed. He's getting his gun ready, taking a pair, just checking for the little. I'm just gonna call them the little one now because that's all I got. Oh damn, what the hell happened here? Is that a zip line that like came and shot him through the leg? It looks like maybe something. Oh yeah, no, that's like a zip. Away you go. Whee. I don't know why I made a wee sound, but get over here. Grabs him by the leg. Oh damn, got a bunch of those. This is a freaking cool design. Look at that. Look at that design. That's so neat. I mean, technically, this would pass us into an Act 2 here. So this is the equivalent of where the exposition would happen, or where the exploration happens. Whether that's a literal like going on the quest, or you getting exposition back from the story to us as a reader. We need to understand what's going on now. So we need to get some information. Now I think this fight is likely going to be where those inputs are at. Let me see if I can mine them out of here. So I mean, we have a lot of shooting. Holy the hell kind of gun takes one shot and like, what is happening here? Well, it wasn't that dude. That dude's still alive. What did you shoot? That went boom boom. Oh, this one with the faceplate. Well, they both have faceplate. Oh, those pieces of those chunks of the thing. Oh god, wow, that's nasty. All right, still go. No, you're still alive though. Jesus, now it's getting a little claustrophobic here now. You know, there's a cool juxtaposition that happened with like a very broad like open spaces in those first pages, and now it's like everything's getting compressed, like super compressed. Look at that panel right there. Barely any negative space there. So I haven't gotten there yet, but. Let's go sequentially here, man. Anyways, so maybe some pipe is bursting there. Something's pouring. I can't really. Beautiful art, beautiful line work. But I'm having trouble telling exactly what's going on. But maybe that doesn't matter. You know, you want to get that feeling, that emotion that's coming out of these scenes, possibly, and move on. So yeah, something's going on there. You're not. Oh, got the gun up, not shooting, running away. Something with the lag here again. Is that like a tentacle? I'm having a really hard time seeing what's going on here. Still running away. Lag is here. Whose shoe is this? His. Who's? Oh, this one got screwed. Oh, he's piecing out because something's going on here. Wait, did that whole thing smash into this thing? These things are just like spitting out, because if you're looking at the contrast of like my brain is like connecting these. I don't know if that's true, but we're looking at these very slick, solid surfaces here, right? Very flat. But then you have this hell going on right now. It looks like the same scene, but everything is like exploding outwards or some crap. Gravity? Bunch of gravity thing? Like things imploding or like compacting, crunching. Whoa, this thing alive? Like maybe a big living machine but don't spoil me. It looks like there's like, those look like, again, huge, beautiful texture work here, because of course there's a lot of solid, straight edges here from building architecture. You have these tubes coming in, which is like, it can still convey machinery, things like that. But then there's like just the little things like that, which is like, that's not a wire. That's looks organic. The shapes aren't, man-made-ish looking, you know? Couldn't have said that word anymore. Like man-made-ish looking. And so he's in some, I don't know, sewer repository. I don't know what's going on here with the liquids. Maybe pulp, human pulp. I don't know. That looks like that's cool. That's a cool piece right there. It looks mechanical, but it also looks like a spider limb, and it's in the foreground, so it brings attention to it. I did feel like that one thing looked like a tentacle, and that looks like maybe squid-like. Again, my imagination is filling in a lot of blanks here. Oh, that is a lag. Nice. It's like a crab or a crustacean. Grind. Might have been a human. Daddy. Pop. Oh, is this like Matrix? Don't spoil me. I'm asking questions to myself. It's like a Matrix-y kind of thing, you know, like unplugging, and like maybe this machine thing was feeding off of like the life form. Tell me. Just let me figure it out. He is taking something from it though, and he's plugging himself in. Bring this back online? What? Did you just bring that thing back online, bro? By the way, I don't know if this is a chapter end or if it keeps going. No, page 23. We're still good. Where am I in terms of page count? We're reaching, we've passed the midpoint of an Act 2. So this moment right here, this is how I would calculate it. This isn't always perfect, okay? This is just a way for me to guide how I'm analyzing things so I can put them in order live. Like I can think about them actively instead of reading it once, then kind of going back and read. No, I kind of just do it all. My brain tries to do it all in sequence. So when I read, but I'm like, what am I reading? I'm looking at pages. So when I look at these next few pictures here, panels, right, like he kind of gets out of an altercation here. He manages to get out. Now, even I don't have to understand exactly everything that's going on. I just know that things went down. It looks like maybe there's a tentacle thingy kind of happening here. Right there at the bottom there, grabbing a leg or something. You probably can't see because I'm not in overlay or something like that. Anyways, there's something that grabs a leg, I think, and something goes kaboom, but it's a very small word there that says kaboom. So I know something went down. I can't really tell if he did it, but then chaos ensues here. And for these pages here, it's the conflict is usually the pinnacle. So at the midway of Act 2 point, which is what we're crossing here, and we're crossing into what I would call a catalyst moment, or there's usually like a special weapon, or there's something that happens at the end of an Act 2 that's going to be this thing that the hero needs that they take into Act 3. Now, I don't know if this is an epiphany per se, but us as a reader, we're getting some signals here where this was plugged into a human, this thing goes dormant possibly, but now he's plugging himself in or something into it, and then it's coming online. So there's like a moment here that's vital to the story, because then we know I'm speculating, and so I'm prepared for the signals that I'm going to receive in the next 4 or 5 pages that maybe brings this back into the story in some vital way. So here we go, back on the move. Oh, these are the other agents, whatever they are, that are on the move here. Look at the size of these things, the crazy size of these. That's how tiny these are stairs. My God, is that in the background? Is that maybe just like scavengers or some? I don't know. It looks like there's something going on here. They're bringing something back. They're bringing baubles back of some sort, or was that he just had a backpack or something? I don't know. Still going up here, and then we have what looks like that crustacean machine thing, powered thing. Is that a gun? Pulling out a gun there, maybe? Is that because it's powered on, and then tat 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 tat. So it is shooting. So it was brought online. He is using it as a weapon. We're going into Act 3 now. We're going to go into what I call the minion madness, or like it's when all the shit hits the fan, things just go down. Whatever you're bringing the story pieces together. It's a massive shootout, things exploding all over the place. Boom, 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 splash, bam, 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 splatter. Is he in there? Like, that's the thing, is like, did he just bring it online and set it loose, or you know what I mean? I'm curious to see how this all plays out, because he's got freaking like missiles, man. I was gonna say heat sinking, but I don't even know if these things are alive and have heat. But in any case, they're sinking onto something. This guy's shooting back. We got some boom, 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 boom. Like these marks matter, but I don't, because usually it's like a spinning thing, right? But like, I don't know what it means to this thing, but it goes boom. It goes big boom. It goes big boom. Okay, these are the statues. Like, oh, look at the detail of this. Look at this. Look at crazy. It's like a contrast. You have these slick massive architectural pieces. So who built these? Where is this thing? What planet is this, right? And then, I mean, when the things just get destroyed, and he puts all these little fine details into the rubble and like the chips and stuff. Like, that's crazy. I love that kind of contrast. Oh, that guy got definitely. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say definitely got owned, but I don't know. But he's definitely getting ripped apart. If it's a Sheen thing, whatever. And then bang, shoots up in the air. It looks like it goes into a skull, but I don't think this is an actual skull. This is a sculpture's face, maybe. And see, again, I don't know. There's this white line. Like, what is this shooting? The head of this thing? Yes, because it explodes to create rubble. Oh, head's coming down here. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I suppose so. Create a blockade so that they can't be followed, maybe. Things settling down. Person hiding. The hiding hole right there. Let's just go down. Oh, damn. And of course, he is in there. Oh, I see. He's creating enough of like debris and like just distractions and visual, like clog up the visuals just to have all this crap in the air. He uses it to his advantage. He comes out of this debris and knock, knock. Slice. Now see, there's not splurts of blood, so there's something. They're machines, I guess. I mean, still looking back with a blade in the head, still doing a kick with a blade in the head, so the head is not the weak point. So went flying. All right, well, it's still going, dude, bro. Did you just pull out a grenade? What'd you do? What are you doing with the hand? What are you doing? Oh, it's starting to glitch out. Problem in the Matrix. Getting the gun ready, but oh yeah, and look at that. That's weird, right? Because like no bullet, or does it? I mean, I can't see a bullet come out of this, but there's these little dots here. Was this just an air gun? Because then his hand is like, it's like coming up, right? As if something's come out of this, but we don't see it. We don't even hear anything. They don't even say blam. They don't do boom. No. Just the head is gone, and look at the impact it does on the wall there. So what a great friggin' design in one panel. Are you kidding me? Not even multi-panel. Just this one with the gun out. The motion of the gun, some sort of force, and then our eye creates the rest of this visual narrative here. Something's come out of this gun. We don't even hear it. But the head is now missing. There's a big fucking hole in the wall behind it. So something blew that head off and took out the sculpture. Holy shit. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that is right now. I don't know if something else has fallen or just that crumbling. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't know what those sounds are. And then cocoon. And then even the cocoon. In Western comics, cocoon is like krakoom. Like it's across the entire page, you know, like that's an explosion going off. No, here it's like, maybe it's because this place is so big that sound, it's like, it's the camera's so pulled back, so far back that you can't even hear the things. If they're actually doing that, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. That's got my strangely mind blowing. And it's, oh, so he's picked up that package, whatever it was that they had, and this is going back to some of those signals we picked up with the whole, we'll see where am I right now, what page is this? I mean, I got to be near the end here because that was a massive Act 3-esque sort of fight. He had the two challengers, the two oppositions that he took out, the last one right there, and now he's getting his reward. And so it's the payoff moment in the story. What this is, though, we don't know yet, but it's important, and we know that they're after that child. Yeah, and I knew I was at the end, and then page flip, and it's another little. Was this a flashback to him getting the little one? But as soon as this scene happens, it sort of flashes back. Oh, that's why I didn't catch that they had this guy was carrying not carrying something here, and that's why I was like, what do they take from that last thing? What do they walk away with? Because he has some sort of like thing, you know. Oh, we didn't have it. So we're doing, I think I could be wrong here. I mean, that's not very spoilery if you fix me there, because I could just have registered signals wrong. I'm just going through it again because to see if I can pick something out that I might have missed. But I think I got it. Is we're going to use the child for something. We don't know that yet, but maybe that's part of the story that we get to find out, you know. But I mean, this thing definitely lost its head and still lasted longer than it should have. And then he takes the little, God, I've already had. And then we're here, Memory of the Land. So there you go. I mean, the first one, I mean, again, few words, but yeah, it got the point across, man. That was cool. I thought it was going to be a little bit more lost than that, to be honest, because I've never done narrative deconstruction to something that's 80% visuals, for 90% visuals, you know. And there's 5 pages of text in there maybe, and very few. So very impressive that it could hold that together. I am looking forward to doing at least a few more as videos, just so that I can have. It looks like this might be part of it's not. Well, I mean, it goes Xlog here, so it looks like there's a break here, so maybe I'll do the first 3. And if you are interested in seeing more of these and this kind of breakdown, this kind of look at things in a very reaction, but also maybe slightly review, but also very, very analytical. This is one of your favorite manga. Perhaps you want to just get a fresh perspective from basically a noob on a journey. I'm experiencing all of this new kind of storytelling, and not me just reading stuff like this, which is something I would do anyways, but also me being able to deconstruct this like vocally like this to an audience who might appreciate that kind of experience. So yeah, if that interests you, give this episode a like, share it amongst your friends, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you in the next chapter.